Hello, everyone. Uh, my name is Dandy, and welcome to Roads Yet Traveled, uh, a furry sci-fi isekai visual novel. Uh,
Yay!
Hey.
Yay! I am joined by my friends. If you want to introduce yourselves for the YouTube audience.
Too
Either
much
of you.
pressure. Who goes first?
I can go first.
Okay. I'm Addie. I use they, he pronouns. My qualifications for this. Um, I like to do voices. That's it.
That's so real.
That's it.
I'm Cam. I also use he, they, and I am Nye's furry friend.
That's correct. Yeah.
And those are my qualifications.
We are the most qualified people of all time.
Very much so.
Yeah. With that, we're gonna jump right into this. For reference, people who are watching this, I have played this before, but I've only played one route. These two have not played this before. Addie has not played any furry visual novels. Cam has played one. Uh,
I play a different type of visual novel.
and it's a valid one, but it's not furry.
No.
Yes. Uh, yeah. You guys will get to find out what route I played at the same time they will when they guess when we get to later. But
I'm sure I'll be able to deduce it.
you'll probably be able to deduce it.
Yeah, same.
Uh,
I
but
know your type.
you do know my type. But maybe I'll surprise you.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Probably not the.
Maybe.
Yeah. With that, let's jump into it.
Yeah.
Do you think you can change the world? No matter who you are, you can only do so much. You have so little time to make a difference. Even finding a road worth traveling can be hard. It can look winding, erratic, endless. Sometimes it makes more sense to never even start. They say taking the first step is the hardest part. I can't count how many first steps I've taken. Maybe these steps wouldn't be so hard if I slept last night. I mean, come on. What kind of pompous-ass professor signs 10 pages for the first day of class? I've barely moved in and this guy wants 10 pages. Well, I'll have to make it up to him later. I don't know if this is realistic in any way. I have not been to college. Those are my qualifications.
I don't. That would scare me. I would drop out if that
Yeah,
happened.
same.
Real. Oh. Maybe I'll have time to screw something together between classes. If I even make it to class, where the fuck am I? Taking a look around, I realize I might have gone the wrong way and pull out the brochure I got during orientation to check. The closest landmark that I can see looks like some verdigris-ridden statue, which seems to be currently surrounded by some freshmen. But I'm not really in the mood to wade through that just to learn which wealthy alumnus assigned this place needed their personal touch. What do you think you're so good for? You think yourself to be a god immortalized in bronze? Look upon my works and despair, ye mighty. I swear I knew that quote at one point. Flipping further, I see some fun activities I could attend later. There's a game night, a club fair, a mixer of some kind. I can't wait to not go to any of those. Damn it, I don't know, I should go. I guess. I was fucking miserable at that last college, and it was probably for this reason. I really need to try this time. Going to multiple colleges is depressing to me. Like, not.
Dude, I'm on my fourth one.
Yeah,
Fuck, I think I was on my third one before I dropped out.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it would be.
That is.
Yeah.
That is true.
If you can get away with only going to one school, you're very lucky, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Agree.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'm glad I'm playing the the character that's going to college. It's the only one in this group who has not been to college. Uh, I'll see what I can do, and if I end up crawling back to my room, well, solitude is sometimes his best society. It's later though. I've got to stop getting distracted. I have a class to be late to. I swear any place that's poorly laid out must really want its students to be late. And who puts the dorms and the cafeteria on opposite sides of the campus? Not that I even had time for breakfast, but still. What am I even doing here? This is what, the third? No. Fourth time I'm trying this? I'm feeling less and less confident I'll stick around long enough to graduate by the second. Hell, at this point I'm worried I won't last a semester after getting another job and my proclivity forget to do homework. And what could I even do with a half-baked literature degree? I knew I should have tried harder and, like, applied myself and... Fuck, never mind, now I just sound like my dad. I wonder if I should have called them. I forget with how everything went these past few days. They dropped me off and I kinda just... Well, I'm sure they're home now. I'll just mess with them later. Still, sometimes I wonder if I should just stop and... Oh, wait, is this the right building? It looks surprisingly close to one of the little drawings on my map. Apparently it's part of some new science department. Their website made it seem like a big deal. It looks old, but the interior is supposed to be in stark contrast to the exterior. Something about finding inner meaning in all things, or whatever. I'm, of course, just here for one of the lecture halls. I guess even in the lowly literature majors are allowed in. If we stay in line. I won't complain, it's supposed to be really nice. I guess they used all their funds on the new labs or something. I even saw some buildings during orientation that didn't have air conditioning. I can't imagine how bad summer courses would be in those. Summer courses I will be taking at this rate. Okay, enough of this. I should actually get inside before I miss the whole lecture. Although, I find myself unable to move. Am I really doing this? Dejectedly, I inspect my little map with its embarrassing mascot and colorful logos. Go Bulldogs or whatever. I feel out of place even though I've been through this so many times. First day jitters, I guess. When you think it would get better, and I'd feel less nervous, it doesn't, and it feels more pointless. I wish I could just stop, maybe find something I was good at and stick with it. I've been dragging this major around like a ball and chain for so long and it's gotten me nothing. 3 failed attempts later, and yet what else do I have to crawl back to? My retail job, an empty bedroom in my hometown. Everyone I know has already moved away, except me. But I don't have a better answer. I'm not gonna last a day at this rate. God, being a junior at 25 is so embarrassing. At this rate, I won't graduate till I'm 30. I haven't puffed, but once my little tirade is over, I move along. I finally found the front doors and head up the small staircase inside. Seems quiet. Maybe I missed the class rush. Turns out I'm not so lucky. The doors open and a mass of people head out in every which way. Too many people, in fact. Oh man, I didn't know this place had this many students. Where were all of you at orientation? Trying to head inside, I almost get knocked over by someone barging through. Hey! I look back, but they're already gone. Jackass. The last classmate just gotten out. Maybe I won't be so late after all. Still, this sucks. I've never been good with crowds, even though I've been told I blend into them quite well. Wow. Cool compliment. I'm not really sure that was a compliment in retrospect. Oh well. Digging a bit further into the building, I realized this may be a bit more than I had anticipated. I clutch the straps of my backpack as my breath spikes. Maybe I should try to find an empty hallway or something, just so I can be alone even for a second. Scouring the halls, I can feel my skin rise as eyes are unintentionally drawn to me. I know I'm not being stared at, but it feels like I'm being stared at. Oh, why does it feel like I'm being stared at? Glacially making my way deeper into the building, I finally see it. Not my classroom, no, but a corner I can catch my breath in. I manage to slip through the crowd and duck behind some awkwardly placed lockers at the end of one of the halls. Sports.
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 Any sports fans?
Whoa, so we got sports ball fans in the audience?
Sports fans.
Any sports heads?
Any sports heads in the audience? I'm obsessed with this, like, random divot in the wall in this college, like, old college, like, building. Or, sorry,
It
this
looks like
new
a
college
vending
building.
machine was there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like there was something there, but there's just nothing there, and it's so jarring. Oh, phew, salvation. In the form of a really weird nook. Not the weirdest place. If I had a panic attack, at least I could be alone for a second. I was definitely starting to get a bit jittery there. I wonder if I could... Surely that means nothing.
Surely.
One of you guys should voice this character. I know there's a question marks here, but one of you guys should voice this.
Well, he's counting, so I think Addie should do it.
Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me... 4, 3.
The wrong number.
Well, I had to make sure I had the voice right. It's called warming up, guys.
God.
3.
Perfect.
Thank you, Gin Player.
You're welcome. Any day, anytime.
Wait, no, I still feel off, like I'm being watched.
2.
So no 4.
So no 4.
So no 4.
Did it suddenly get colder in here? Surely I'm just... Are you sure, sir? Initiating sequence.
Wow.
Whoa.
Love this fucking sequence.
This is made by one person?
This is made by one person.
Wow.
Yeah. That sequence is possibly the best hook I have ever seen in a furry visual novel.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's good.
like, goddamn. Fuck, my head. Did the hallway change when I wasn't looking? I guess I must have walked into the labs or something. I look great now, I'm just lost again. Damn, I really should have had breakfast. I feel super lightheaded. Hopefully it'll just pass. I have enough to deal with today as is. Heading down the hallway, I grasp my little map tightly. It's already weathered from me checking it so often. The poor little mascot drawing is all crumpled now. I should probably be more careful with you. I'm not sure how I'm getting back to my dorm otherwise. I slip it into my pocket as I come to a corner. It's so quiet all of a sudden. I guess everyone made it to class already. Everyone except me. I'm late to my first class. Can't say it's the first time either. Can't say it'll be the last. Sighing, I dust myself off and head for the next door. Nearest door. Okay, so I know I'm looking for room 204OL. I know that this looks like gibberish. I'm no expert if this is even a language. This is really funny to me because this is the one that looks literally just like a Q&A. Like...
Yeah, that doesn't... In fact,
That's a Q and an upside A.
Yeah.
Like...
Like, all the other, like, language, like, letters we've seen for this language does look like gibberish, but this is literally just a Q and an A. And an upside down A. Goddamn. Oh, you know, this is the science department. Maybe they have little fun names for the classrooms or something and use symbols instead. Hey, that's kind of cool, actually. Shit, like, never get into science as a major.
Damn, I wish.
This coping is so hard. I love it. It's a literature and bust for me. Haha. Oh man, it's bust, isn't it? I just stand lifelessly for a few seconds before shaking it off and reaching for the door handle. I like to realize there isn't one. Oh wow, they really did go all out, huh? Oh I know. I pull out my student ID card and try touching it to the pad a few times. Nothing happens. I have the card reader to see if there is any way to swipe or insert my ID, giving a few inquisitory pokes in the process. Nothing. Huh. Well, no harm in knocking, I guess. I raise my hand, but the door slides open before it even reaches. Damn, that was cool. I guess I get where the air conditioner funds went. Peeking inside, looks like there are a few students in lab coats huddled around a table. I don't think they heard the door open. Must be really busy doing sciencey stuff. I I gather the courage I need to speak up. Hi there, guys. I'm a bit lost. Mind telling me where M240L is? First day and all. Their ears prick up. Wait, ears? I feel a lot shorter as they straighten up. Does this school have a drama club? They must be used this group for costumes or something. Yeah, just really nice costumes. With realistic fur and moving eyes.
It's just like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
It's just like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. They're staring at me. I don't like this anymore. I think I'm gonna go anywhere but here. Bye. Ducking out of the door, I start power walking the opposite direction, hearing what can only be described as barking behind me. The sound of my own breath quickly drowns it out as a haze sets in. My sneakers thunder on the hard metal floor as my heart rate spikes. Am I running? When did I start running? Well, I'm not stopping now. Why do the hallways all look the same? Do they always look the same? No, I'm sure they didn't. Where are the windows? Where are the classrooms? Where the fuck am I? I just need to find a door and... Whirling around the nearest corner, I slam into someone, or rather something. If the phrase deer in the headlights ever meant anything to me, this is it. I might have skipped breakfast and I might be a bit lightheaded, but I'm not delusional. That is a dog in a lab coat. Our eyes meet and I realize they're staring at me, returning my stunned expression. There are thoughts behind those eyes. This can't be real. My heartbeat reminds me time stops for no one and I dash off in the other direction.
This is exactly how I reacted when I discovered furry.
This is exactly how I reacted.
This can't be real.
This can't be real.
This can't be real.
There are thoughts behind those eyes. No, that's not true for furries, sorry. That's how you know they can't be furries, because there are thoughts behind those eyes. From behind me I hear a shaken wait, and it's enough to almost stop me in my tracks. Almost enough. However, I don't stop, not even for a second. Did the thing just talk to me? Did I understand it? The adrenaline in my veins is allowing me to run far more than I usually do. Morning jogs be damned, I'm running for my life. As if things couldn't get worse, red lights paint every inch of the hallways as klaxons blare overhead. I have a sinking feeling those are for me. I turn a corner and see some more of those things looking around. I try to sneak a peek at them. They're wearing sleek, puffy jackets and yelling, but I can't hear them at all over the alarm. If the uniform was enough to clue me into what their jobs might be, the weapons they're carrying sure do. My heart rate spikes. This can't be it. It can't be here. This can't be real. I notice one of the walls is a panel removed and decide to make a dash for it. I duck into the opening, someone reaches in and grabs at me. I don't know who this is, so have at it.
Not lagging.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, it just got there.
Yeah, I just got in.
Oh man, damn it.
Huh, okay, I'll take it. Gotcha.
I scream as they claw at my arm and yank on my backpack straps. Their grip is far too strong, but I just managed to wriggle out of my bag and slip into the tunnel.
Back here.
Dodging under narrow pipes, I turn a corner into a barely lit and claustrophobic hallway. The hallway gets too much credit. This is no more than a crack in the wall, but it's enough. Shimmying forwards, I hope with every step that I can find a way back from this madness. Out of the rabbit hole, whatever. I wince as my shirt snags into the cold and metallic, recoiling if my hand is now slathered with some strange red oil. Wait, that's not oil. I must have kept myself in the pipes. I definitely didn't get clawed out by giant guard dogs. I'm just being daft. I wanted to be some still underdeveloped part of the new building, got chased off by the guards. And now I'm in the walls. Damn it. The excitement was wearing off. I pressed the wound tightly, remembering that people do that in movies. Addie, this is you.
Okay.
Something stirs behind me and I whip my head around to examine the rest of the hallway. After my eyes adjust to the darkness, I see someone sitting in one of the corners. It's hard to make out and I decide to get closer. I shouldn't have. It does no good for my psyche to see that this is in fact a dog in clothes. This has to be fake,
He's so
right?
cute.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's sleepy.
He's so cute.
He's sleepy. This has to be fake, right? Like it's a suit or something. I'm clearly drawn, however, to one of their arms. Either I'm seeing things which feels possible at this point, or it's entirely made of metal. Cool blue light washes over them as I cautiously try and step past. I hear
This
more
guy thinks he's in FNAF.
He literally thinks he's in FNAF right
Like-
now. Freddy Fazbear is about to eat my ass. Good job.
Pretty fast, bear.
Does he do that?
Who knows? Probably the gay one.
Yeah, true.
Probably.
The gay one probably does.
Probably, yeah. Crazy concept.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Good talk.
Great talk.
Good talk, guys.
We did it. I hear more footsteps outside. I must be close to an exit of some kind. Maybe another one of those wall panels? Although I don't see an exit anywhere. See, next to this canine, there's a bag of tools. Maybe I should arm myself? I really don't want to hit a security guard, but at this point it might be self-defense. Reaching for what looks like a wrench, I try and silently sneak it out of the bag.
Oh, is that? Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Spread out. It couldn't have gotten far.
And snag the tool in a panic, knocking the whole damn bag over. I finally managed to get out of the jumble mess of unknown tools, but it's too late. Looking up from my fumbling, I'm met with confused and wide-eyed stare from the creature that was resting not moments ago. Wait, isn't his sprite so cute?
He
It's
just woke
cute.
up.
He just woke up.
I just woke up.
Literally, I just woke up.
I
That's what
just
he
woke
said.
up.
This is literally me, like 20 minutes ago. A few slow blinks are exchanged by both parties before it mutters.
Am I still sleeping?
Well, I've heard these things speak before. Actually, seeing it up close makes me jump back, wrench raised in pathetic attempt to look intimidating. Still dazed, the canine in front of me realizes this and jolts back, albeit a bit too fast, and dinks her head in the pipe.
Furry racist.
Yeah,
Furry.
furry racist.
Why are you racist against furries?
Yeah,
Why?
like what the
Why
fuck?
it's furry.
What the fuck?
This is so toxic. We're canceling this main character.
Canceling. Ah!
They yipe in a less than intimidating manner. Then they decide to stand up, dwarfing me by over a foot, ears not included. Back up! I shout as I aimlessly swing their wrench at them like some cornered beast. If they weren't awake already, they are now.
Hey, whoa! Be careful! What are you?
Stay back, I'm warning you. Their eyes displayed no understanding.
What are you saying?
What do you mean, what am I saying? How am I the crazy one here? I take a few steps back, they take a few steps forward. Can't you hear me? I said stay back! With one last pathetic swing, I'm thrown off balance and I slip backwards towards the wall. The canine's eyes open wide, not in fear, but in panic.
No, wait, those panels aren't done being installed.
The words do not stop my descent as I slam into the thin wall, taking it down with me. Ugh.
Giving Miles O'Brien.
My god.
True.
So true. Ugh, my head is spinning. The blaring lights and alarms are not helping at all. It takes me a sec to come to my senses, but I just managed to get to my feet. I feel like shit. I noticed that the dog has crawled over to the opening. Does he look worried? I don't dwell on it as I turn and book it down one of the hallways. I'm definitely not running as fast as I was, but running at all is a miracle right now. Then something turns the corner. One of those security guards. They look unarmed, but through the haze in my eyes and the red lights, I swear I see their face illuminating a sickly blue. This is you, Cammy.
There you are.
Oh no. Pathetically, I managed to pivot away and run back down the hallway. Using all the energy left in my exhausted body, I try and cover any ground at all. The alarms are blaring, I hear my footsteps, and I hear their footsteps. I can't get away. Seeing the wrench I dropped earlier, I managed to snatch it up while I still have a chance. Holding my ground as best I can, I turn and see. Oh fuck! I don't even have time to breathe. I just flinch before I'm knocked to the floor. Wait,
What
no.
if he's yipping out?
Literally, he's yipping out. He's yipping the fuck out.
Yipping the fuck out!
Zapped. What? I'm in class? Yeah, everything's cool. Don't worry, guys. It was all just an elaborate dream sequence. Now the real VN is starting.
Oh, good.
I'm so
Okay,
happy.
got it.
Yeah, of course. Fuck.
As foretold in the prophecy.
As foretold in the prophecy.
As foretold in the prophecy.
Fuck, my head. I've got the worst headache. Homework. Explanation point. I must have just made it to class and passed out. Those crowds really get to me sometimes. I breathe a sigh of relief. Going to scratch my arm, however, I wince and pull back. Ow, what? I see there's blood on it. Maybe I still got cut and all that? I did almost get knocked over before coming into class. Surely there's a reason for all. I realize I've been sitting alone this whole time. This isn't the lecture hall. This isn't even my school. No, please. Panic doesn't have time to set in. They spot me in a heartbeat. Piercing blue eyes shoot through my very being. This is it. This is how I die. He lunges. I scream. I scream. Startled awake from a horrible dream to be confronted with a horrible reality. A horrible reality with a blanket covering me. This is definitely not my dorm. Hello? Where am I? Taking a quick look around, there's a desk and a chair, a bench, and a little bathroom nook. This might actually be nicer than my dorm. Wait, I can't be having thoughts like that now. Shaking myself awake, I try to sit up only to realize just how damn sore I am. Really funny to wake up in a fucking mystery science present and be like, this is better than my dorm.
Yeah.
God. Oh. It's hard to even shimmy to the side of the bed. I give myself a quick once-over. I find that my pants are still on, although my pockets have been emptied, and in lieu of a shirt, I have some bandages on my arm and my head. I managed to stop myself from touching them like an idiot. Or just leave them how they are for now. An uneasy panic sets in. Where in the world am I? Hello? I repeat louder. I managed to swing my legs over the end of the bed, the cold floor causing me to shiver. After standing with some difficulty, I realize this room is missing something. Something crucial, in fact. There's no damn door. Walking along the edge of the room. Heard. Scouring it for any kind of crack or seam or anything, I realize there's just nothing. Banging my fist against the wall, I shout, "Hello?" Still no response. Discouraged, I sit on the edge of my bed. None of this makes sense. How did I get here? And what are those dog-like things? I'm really hoping that that part was just a hallucination or something. Fortunately, I'm having a hard time convincing myself of that. I have to calm down, focus on my breathing or something. I think some therapist recommended that. My favorite thing about furry isekai VNs, and other people have talked about this, I love that furries don't exist in furry isekai VNs. Like, yeah. None of these VNs ever reckon with the concept of a furry, not once. This is the first time they've ever been introduced to an anthropomorphic animal ever. And they're gonna
sad furryless world.
Truly.
Sad.
It's so sad. Oh. Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time convincing myself of that. I have to calm down, focus on my breathing or something. I think some therapist recommended that. It's been so long since I've been to one. Feels like hours passed, although it's probably been far less. I find myself jumping at every little inexplicable sound. There must be something behind these walls. I can feel it, the feeling of being watched. But I don't see any cameras. I remember seeing a sink in the corner and decided to splash some water on my face.
What?
Okay. The sink seems fine. It runs cold enough. Speaking of, this whole place has been on the colder side. Maybe it's just because I've been really into my shirt, but still. Cupping my hands, I managed to splash my face, watching as some grime slowly sinks into the drain. I see some nicks and bruises, a bit of blood under my fingernails. What's happened to me? Fortunately, before my train of thought can get darker, I hear some muffled sounds coming from another wall. It sounds like talking. I try to figure out where it's coming from before setting my eyes on the wall opposite my bed. Creeping over, I managed to hear that it's definitely talking, but I can't make it all out. What do you... hurt them? You... well, some... Oh, actually, sorry. This would have been you, Addie. I mixed up some colors. This light
Okay.
blue, I'm pretty
Is this
sure...
is this 4?
Yes, this is 4. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Hurt them. You. Well, some.
4.
Sorry.
4.
Jen's in the room with me.
Jin is in the room
Yeah.
too.
Jim is here.
Jim is here. This is you, Cammy.
Sir?
You should know that. Of all days, that I.
Sir.
What?
They stop for a few seconds. Sounds like there are 2, maybe 3 of them out there. Put my ear up to the wall to listen.
What is it doing?
Can they see me? It would sound like a mechanical door opening outside, and I can hear a new voice enter the room. There we go. This is the slightly different blue. Sorry I'm late, sir. I never had to come down here before.
I thought you knew the entire station. Never mind that, Maruk. Can you let us in now?
Station? Am I on a military base or something? Guess that would explain the lab coats and armed guards. I hear some clicking coming from the other side of the wall, as well as some muffled grumbling, before suddenly...
Furry military base, dude.
We're in bottom storage in the furry military base.
Bottom storage.
Bottom storage. That's all I can think about when that fucking, like, when the wall drops and it's just this fucking glass. I'm like, we're in bottom storage. The wall isn't a wall at all, but a window. I scrambled back, tripping over myself in the process and landing right on my backside. Looking up, I'm met with 3 dogs staring back at me, all with varying expressions. In the middle and directly ahead of me, there's a shorter and older dog wearing a smart-looking lab coat and tie combo. This is 4. This is Jim.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
He almost looks as shocked as I do, although I can only assume what for. To his right is a massive... 4?
Sorry.
4?
4.
4 question mark? To his right is a massive St. Bernard-looking dog dressed in what can only assume are some form of doctor's scrubs. He casually towers over the rest of them. I'd be intimidated by his sheer size if he didn't have the most disarming grin on his face. We lock eyes for a moment, and his smile only gets larger. The last dog in the room gives me no such favors. As I turn my right to face him, I realize who it is. My eyes narrow and my heart rate picks up. Him. I scramble back to my bed and shield myself with a pillow. He just rolls his eyes and scoffs.
Pants are so...
He's literally so cute.
I can see his whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I you sure can.
Eyes like popped out of my
Shut up.
Oh, train whistle.
Bah, look at that. You and your team have terrified the poor thing. We'll be lucky if we can manage any kind of communication with it now.
Yeah, that's great. Just doing my job. Hey, so can I go now, Chief? I gotta make sure there are no more of
He gestures at me.
these things around.
Despite my heart trying to leap out of my chest, it's fascinating to listen to these things talk. I do love the mutual racism between Marek and the DMC. Just like, it's great. It's not all just barking and snarling, I guess. The one in red sounds surprisingly deep and gravelly. And his cadence sounds trained, like a newscaster or drill sergeant or something, although what he's saying doesn't seem all that professional.
I'm sorry. I literally have to mute like every time for like half a second to go 4. Like now, Maruk. Your team is scouring the whole station. I'm sure they'll do an excellent job terrifying anything else they find.
The fucking gym vocal prep.
I have to.
And I respect it.
Just stay a while and make sure we don't have any issues here, would you?
His voice definitely clues me into his age if the gray in his fur was an indicator enough already. Merrick just grumbles, or Maruk just... Are we gonna say Merrick or Maruk? What do we want to say?
You've played this before. Which one do you think makes more sense?
I normally go with Merrick, because
We can do Merrick.
Alright, yeah. I'm fine either
Maruk
way.
was just like my gut reaction upon reading the name.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Like,
Merrick. I'll do Merrick.
yeah, this one I don't know for sure. I know Merowyn is Merowyn. I know Rune is Rune because it's like a fucking weird ass spelling that we'll get to later. Merrick is the one I can never remember if it's Merrick or Maruk, so we'll just go with Merrick for now. And
Merrick.
And if people correct me, they correct me.
Word.
Merrick just grumbles and sits on a bench on the other side of the window.
What timing? And do you care to remind me as to how it got hurt again?
What do you mean, sir?
Surely your team didn't find it wrapped in bandages already, no?
Oh, that. There was a bit of an incident when my team first encountered whatever this thing is. Didn't you read my report?
Merrick, you of all people should know how important yesterday was for me, and...
It was 444.
444. It was 444.
444.
As I watch these two bicker at each other, my eyes are drawn to the massive unmoving saint in the corner of the room. I do love that he's just been like staring at you this entire scene, unmoving. It's really nice as a detail.
Good. It's good.
He's chill.
He's chill. He hasn't made a move since I first saw him, still just staring and smiling. It's a bit more unsettling now that it's been going on for so long. Finally, he speaks up. Professor, I can summarize Security Chief Saris's report for you. Seraphine. Sorry, that's... Oh. Still not breaking eye contact.
Mind poison.
I'm fucking brain poisoned. I'm so sorry to all the people watching this, but all of us do play League, so that is going to impact this playthrough substantially. Furry visual novels and League are like the exact same thing.
You can't separate them.
You can't separate them.
It's like milk and honey. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Exactly. You can't separate
Popcorn
them.
and butter.
Exactly. Still not breaking eye contact. An alarm went off in the medical research sector of Column B after multiple reports of an unknown being roaming the halls. After finding the creature in the vents, it was subdued by Lieutenant Saris himself. The creature sustained what we believe to be minor wounds and was safely detained. It showed an aptitude for tool usage, evasion of capture, and logical thinking. Also, it's watching us. He punctuates his speech with a warm smile and points to me as the other two look on. I can't help but look back at them. They seem shocked that I am at least following the flow of the conversation.
Oh my, you seem to be right.
The chief pats the mountain of a say on the back and walks close to the glass.
I wonder if this is the result of my... no.
It's entirely possible, sir, but there's no way to tell right now. At least not until we have a chance to look over everything fully.
Even so, why now? Let's not worry about that. Merrick, in your report you did say...
Did I lag?
I think
How do you cut out for me?
Okay, yeah, that wasn't just me then.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let me... well, let's not worry about that. Merrick, In your report, you did say it could speak, no?
Well, it did more screaming than speaking, but, well...
Well, what?
Sir, what Merrick is trying to say is that, as Director Tieran's report corroborates, its vocalization suggests speech in an unknown language. I guess Director Tieran was the dog I encountered in the walls yesterday.
Who?
The head of maintenance, sir?
Ah, I remember him now. Yes. We'll bring him down here. Maybe he can help us.
I don't know if that's necessary, sir. I only saw the thing for a moment. No need to bother him, right? I mean, maintenance is busy enough as is.
Nonsense, nonsense. I'm sure he'll be of great help. Schedule him to come by sometime, will you?
No one moves, but the saint just nods his head and turns back to me. Maybe there are more of them off to the side taking notes.
Oh, that's later. Let's enjoy this moment. I mean, look at what we have here. Just fascinating. I would love to hear it communicate. I truly can't believe we might be making first contact here.
This is one thing I really like about this VN, was that, like, we're the alien in this situation, which I don't think is explored enough in like, isekais. Like,
Yeah.
goddamn, we surely did just show up out of nowhere.
For sure.
First contact? Oh no, am I not making a good first impression? I guess they really aren't either, putting me in the cell and all. Either way, I decided it's probably high time to come out from under my pillow and say something. Hello? Sorry, Dreamsworks face, or YouTuber and Sona pose.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry, but this is all this is to me.
Yeah.
Specifically the smiling variant.
Yeah, you're right.
I try to stand tall, but being even shorter than the chief, I don't think it's working. I am somewhere between wondering if the MC is just absurdly small, or if all the like the canines are just like really big and just like they can't properly show that because it hurts the artwork. Because like obviously like the chief here is supposed to be like relatively short for them, but it's like does that mean he's like we're just tiny, or is he like 6 foot? Like what is short for them?
I think he might still be like 6 foot.
Yeah, that.
So I can't lie. I have to piss so fucking bad.
Okay,
I
we're
will be
gonna
right
pause
back.
for a sec. I try to stand tall, but being even shorter than the chief, I don't think it's working. They turn to one another and look a bit confused. Can you understand me? I ask with a small wave. Still nothing but beguiled looks. Fuck, I guess that makes sense. Director Tieran couldn't understand me either. Why would they be able to? Guess I should just count my blessings so I can understand them for now and worry about the why later. They just seem a bit disappointed, although I'm not sure what they expected. Any ideas, sir?
What? Oh, just thinking. Give me a minute.
Sir?
Maybe it was just a coincidence, but it seemed like they...
He's cut off by a beeping noise. Raising his wrist, it's revealed he's wearing some bracelet of some kind. It seems fairly innocuous until a small screen appears in front of it. It'd be up there for being one of the coolest things I've ever seen if I wasn't scared for my life right now.
Seemed like they almost... I have to go.
Sir?
Some numbers are coming through from the, well, you know. 4.
4.
4. I know how monumental this is.
Gesturing at me.
Sorry, that was my Li-Fi doing the old Addie thing.
All good.
Hmm.
All good, G.
This is my life's work. I must go. You understand?
Of course, sir. Merrick and I can handle this.
What do you mean, Merrick and I?
Thank you. I expect full report when you're done.
Of course, sir. The big saint says with a smile and a nod as the chief leaves, affording me one last look.
Fascinating, isn't it?
There's a moment of silence between the three of us. Just really normal way to leave a room that doesn't make you appear suspicious at all.
No, not at all.
Surely that means nothing. There's a moment of silence between the three of us, as if all the life in the room just left. Fortunately for all of us, the one named Merrick ends our discomfort.
He's not going to read that report, you know.
Oh, he reads my reports, just not yours. Punctuated with a wink.
Whatever.
Guess these two are acquainted. I still have no idea who they are, really, besides some honorifics in their names. Well, one of their names anyhow. The large saint approaches the wall. Well, one of us has to get some work done around here. Mind letting me in?
Aren't you worried about getting contaminated? I spent like 4 marks getting tested by the emergency team.
The saint just turns to him and raises an eyebrow.
What are you... Oh, damn it. Right, I forget sometimes.
That's the point, you know?
Yeah, well, it works. Anyways, you know where to stand. Try not to let it out. Heh.
Well, the saint waits. Merrick pulls up a screen on his bracelet and part of the wall opens up. Once the wonder of the sliding wall fades, I realize I'm about to make a close encounter of the canine kind. My muscles tense up when I grasp the bed tightly. Never be too scared to make references. Never. Never be too scared to make references. Rule of thumb. The saint's expression changes, if only slightly. There's no way he noticed that, right? Guess I gotta be careful. He steps inside, the door closes behind him, and he finds a seat on the nearby bench before messing around with his bag. I decide to keep my distance, opting to sit on my bed and watch, only slightly hiding behind a pillow this time. It's very calm for someone who's sitting in a room with an alien. I guess I'm also sitting in a room with an alien, although I'm decidedly less calm. While he's pulling out some, by the looks of it, medical equipment and other unknown tools, Merrick decides to get up from his bench and saunters over to the wall.
You know, Doc, that thing is pretty wily. I'd be careful if I were you.
Oh, do I need the big and strong security chief to come and save me?
I'm serious. The thing took up a wrench and tried to hit me.
I know, I read your report. Director Tieran's too. Fascinating, isn't it?
More annoying. I'm already under pressure as is. This really isn't helping.
You're fine, Merrick. You've been through worse than this.
Yeah, whatever. Why the hell are you in there anyways? I doubt it's gonna just sit all nicely for you. Why not just knock it out and run all your little tests then?
Merrick, you can't be serious. I'm already mad enough with the emergency for suggesting the use of anesthetics. Let's not make it any worse, alright?
Fine. Just watch out, okay? I'll be right here if you need me.
The saint just grunts in acknowledgement, taking his time double-checking every little tool he's pulled out of his bag before turning to me. Our eyes meet and he smiles. He then proceeds to pat the seat next to him. He can't be serious.
Doc, it ain't a normal patient. I don't think it's gonna just come to you.
Well, I can't go to them without scaring them, but I need these tests done. The emergency team did what they could, but they were more worried about stopping it from bleeding out. I might not understand this, but it's clearly sentient, just scared. They'll come to me, just give them time. Merrick doesn't look convinced. I'm not sure I'm convinced either, but now they see him sentient, surely I'll be alright. Right? This sucks. My mind is racing every which way. After about a minute of panicking and second-guessing myself, I stand up and slowly head over to the bench against my better judgment. Merrick seems surprised I moved at all, but Dog just has the same smiling exterior. I really hope I'm not making a mistake here. Not that I have much of a choice in this situation. It's either what, I go over to him, or I make a pillow fort and hide forever. Tempting, but I don't think I have enough pillows. Sitting down a few feet away from him, I suddenly realize just how big these things are. He must be at least 8 feet tall. Okay, yeah, so, like, the chief must be just, like, 6 feet. Like, and that's small for them.
Sheesh.
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 It's giving werewolf, though. I'm into it.
Real, same. He slowly lays out his paw, resting palm side up. Is he offering to me, or does he want my hand in return? Poor thing's terrified. The chief is right. It'll be a miracle if we can get his trust.
Hey, don't blame me. I was just doing my job.
Funny. I don't remember implying you did anything, Lieutenant. Or should I refer to the part of your report where you detained them?
Hey, I'm not the one who accidentally cut him, alright?
Don't remind me. Fucking love... I love him. I love the both of them. Fucking little bitch. Ignoring their bickering, I slowly reach out and put my hand inside his paw. Unbeknownst to me, however, he was still glaring daggers on Merrick, and I end up surprising him as he jumps back a bit. Immediately, I pull my arms away, clutching them to my chest. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Please, please tell me I didn't just lose my one chance. A crack appears in his ever-present smile as he seems genuinely worried. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti as I knead my ball fists. Ever so slowly, he shakily unfurls a paw for me. After convincing myself that I'm not crazy and this is somehow the best course of action, I so slowly return my hand to his paw. I can't help but gently squeeze one of his fingers. It's warm and unbelievably soft. They really are just like big dogs.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
In a world where furries don't exist, he is the first furry.
I almost forgot that it was a furry visual novel for a second. I'm glad it reminded me.
Yeah, I'm happy it reminded me. Oh god. If there's any doubt left in my mind about these things, it's gone now. They're real. He lets out a sigh of relief as he's holding it back since he walked in here. See, Merrick, maybe you should just try being nice sometimes. We're just tackling everything you see.
But my mic is not picking it up.
Damn. Good god.
First off, I'm great at tackling things, top of my class. And next time I find an intruder on the station, I'll remember to be nice first. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Did he just make a joke? Can't help but scoff. I'm surprised he has a sense of humor. Guess I don't really know the guy very well, besides his tackling prowess, which I can unfortunately attest to. Noticing that Doc has an inquisitive look on his face, I realized I responded to another comment I had no right understanding. Did he really pick up on that, though? I guess he seems smart, but still, it's a stretch. Done scrutinizing me, he reaches over and pulls out a strap with a tube attached to it. Oh, probably check my blood pressure? Maybe to get a baseline? I hope he doesn't expect me to tell him what a normal blood pressure should be. He pulls his paw back and pantomimes putting the device on his wrist, causing both Merrick and I to raise an eyebrow. I'm going to put this on you and make sure you're healthy, alright? It'll squeeze, but I promise it won't hurt.
Doc, what are you doing?
Explaining the procedure? I can only act it out so well. Also, I'm recording this for posterity. Really, it'd be best if I could just get them to my lab, but this will have to do for now. Anyways, its heart rate seems to have gone down, so that's good. Probably. Who knew xenobiology would be so hard? Maybe it'll be calm enough to pick some blood samples. Wait, my heart rate. How the hell can he tell? He hasn't even come with a wrist strap on yet. Is that just a canine thing? I heard that service dog could do something like that, but... Wait, did he say blood samples? Alright, I'm gonna put this on your wrist. You'll feel a bit of a squeeze, okay? I can't lie, I do really like the comedic timing of this man a lot. The jokes are pretty solid.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put this on your wrist. You'll feel a bit of a squeeze, okay? He's repeating himself as if talking to a child, as well as acting it out again. So that's all he thinks he can do to communicate, so I just nod in response. His eyes open wide and he hikes up an eyebrow. Can you really not understand me? I asked, laying out my arm for him. No, for recording, that was the patient. At the time of recording, I'll assume that was affirmative of some kind. I'll assume that was an affirmative of some kind, as it allowed me to take its blood pressure. Yeah, I'll take that as a no. I wonder if I'm better off with charades. I know that might actually be a good idea. Maybe later. I just want to get this impromptu appointment over with. After a short procedure, the wristband comes off. Patient calmly allowed me to take their blood pressure. We'll assume this to be a baseline for future tests, if slightly elevated, perhaps. This would be a really bad way to find out I have high blood pressure. High blood pressure. Although I suppose no other humans around won't be able to tell anyways. It is really funny, like, to imagine just like... Imagine if he wasn't just a fucking baseline normal human. Like,
Yeah,
he's gotta be for this to work, but it'd be so fucking funny.
has to be.
God.
It would be.
Whilst I'm in my own head, Doc pulls out a stethoscope of some kind and turns back to me. We'll now attempt to listen to and record the patient's heartbeat as best I can, if I can locate the heart, assuming the patient has one. For note, the patient only appears to have fur on their head and perhaps a few patchy spots on their chest. He is just slightly closer to me, slowly reaching his empty paw out. I promise I don't want to hurt you, I just want to make sure you are nice and healthy, alright? I almost laughed at his attempt to calm me down. It's sweet, but ultimately unnecessary. Although I am feeling a bit calmer, oddly enough. I mean, I'm still trapped, at least they sent this guy in to treat me instead of Merrick. That'll be much more physical. This rate my heart rate might actually be decent for him. After shuffling forwards again, he makes eye contact with me as if asking me not to jump back or lash out. I stay calm and let him continue with what he has to do, no need to prolong it. It does come to mind, however, that while I have made a physical contact with these canines before, well, one made contact with me at ramming speed. I have not really had a chance to fully study them up close. I'm grateful to find out they aren't all intimidating, or maybe it's just Doc. He's massive, but surprisingly gentle. I can feel how warm he is, his breath on my arm, his fur brushing up against my chest. Certainly disarming, if nothing else.
Okay.
Really
Okay.
normal, straight thing to say.
Okay.
Really non-furry thing to say.
I can't believe this guy is the first furry.
He's the first furry.
Yeah,
That's so awesome.
It's
that's
so
awesome.
Oh. After leaning in and putting the cold stethoscope on my chest, he mumbles to himself, attempting to ascertain the location of the patient's heart and take a reading. It should be around here somewhere. He fumbles around for a bit, trying to find it, poking and prodding, but never quite getting it right. I'd be embarrassed for him if he wasn't so alien. I decided instead to just reach up and guide him with a free hand, grabbing the back of his mighty paw and gently delivering it to my heart. Really cool phrasing here, bud.
His mighty paw.
And gently delivering it to my heart. Bro, this is your doctor.
Okay, bro.
He does not understand what you were saying. Oh, thank you. It only takes 2 beats of my heart for him to realize what just happened. He jolts backwards, falling off the bench, causing Merrick to rush to the wall.
What the hell, Doc? You okay? I'm coming in.
No, I'm fine.
Well, what the hell were all the theatrics for then?
I just realized what the chief was implying. Oh dear, this is...
What are you on about?
Merrick, it's following our conversations. Its movements and gestures aren't random at all. It understands us.
That's a joke. Right, Doc?
Well, I'm glad we might actually be making progress here. I was worried I'd have to wait weeks to get anything across. Because I got found by some damn smart dogs. Merrick excluded. Doc slowly gets up while eyeing me warily, as if I might be attacked at any second, and musters the courage to ask, "You can understand us, right?" I simply nod. Both of them take a second to compose themselves before looking to the other for reassurance of some kind. I guess that was quite the bombshell to casually drop. I hope it wasn't a mistake letting them know I can understand them. Although with how our earlier conversation was going, it seems the chief might have figured me out already anyways. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut the episode there.
Word.
People on YouTube, this is the end of the episode. Hopefully there'll be another one soon.
Yes.
See you when that one
Yes.
comes out. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hee-hees.